Welcome back. This is Dan Havey. And yesterday I had put out a post talking about my very long-term, I don't want to call it a relationship, but with me mentoring from Dan Kennedy since really about the year 2000. And I mentioned in there that I bought just about everything he ever put out there, and that also one year I had spent $60,000, and I said I'd shoot a video. So I pulled out some of it. Now, about 10 years ago or so, I sold off or gave away a whole bunch of it. So a lot of his magnetic marketing stuff is gone, Renegade, Millionaire, things like that. A lot of that is gone as time management programs because I recorded or I burned CDs, and then I gave them away to other people. So what I'm going to show you here real quick is just a little bit of the stuff that I have left, even though it is still quite the pile. It's maybe half as much as it used to be. And those cabinets behind me right here, they're still full of all kinds of other Dan Kennedy stuff, other marketing stuff, swipe files, etc., etc. So, but the stuff that Dan Kennedy put out was just absolutely prolific. Here we got some copywriting stuff right there. I'm just going to show you a couple things. Here he had this thing for a while. It's called Look Over Dan's Shoulder, and it's just tons and tons of stuff that he was working on at the time, projects that were real live projects that he was working on. And then I have a couple of his no BS info marketing newsletters here. I had all of his original his no BS regular newsletters, his gold letters, all that stuff. I had all those for years, huge binders full of those. I got rid of a lot of that stuff, gave a lot of it away. We got stuff for the Phenomenon, the Affluent Boomer. Here's a actual big, huge catalog that they put out at one point with all of their products that they had for sale. Then they had specialty things, like this one's here, holiday promotion sample book that they had given out. And all these things I'm sure are going to be in Russell's library at some point. But the best stuff he ever did was right here. This is at the Influential Writing Workshop. Now, I know as of right now, that is in FunnelFlix inside of the 297 plan. Oops, got this one upside down. The 297 plan inside of ClickFunnels. So you can maybe go in there and check it out. It's some of the best training he ever did right there. I even have a whole box full still. I was giving them away to clients. His Why Do I Always Have to Sit Next to the Farting Cat book. I still have that right there. Plus, as you see here, I got stacks of, where we go here with the camera here, influential writing, plus all kinds of other CDs and stuff, and more CDs, and more CDs right here. What is this here? This is all copywriting stuff right there. And then what else do we have here? We got more CDs here, and some of his books. I got most all of his books. Some of them are read, some of them have not been read. And we got more books right here. And then what else do we have here? Oh, more books and more CDs right here. And like I said, that's only part of what I've gotten from Dan over the years. The collection at one point basically filled up half of my office. And like I said, a lot of it is still in the cabinets back there. But as I said, also, so Dan's got this really cool offer, and I'm going to show it to you here in a second. Basically, for free, you can jump in and get $20,000 worth of his stuff and Russell's stuff, and basically it'll cost you nothing. You got to sign up for the first 30 days to get a free copy of their newsletter. But if you cancel within 30 days, you get to keep $20,000 worth of stuff. And so let's just do this. I'm going to cut from here, and we'll go over and we'll take a look at the actual sales page because it's very instructive. So here we are on the sales page, and what you're going to see here is it's really a long-form sales letter. That's something that Dan Kennedy really made famous over the years, is a long-form sales letter. And you've seen this before from Russell, but it's really important if you don't do anything else, just come over here, take a look at this sales letter, copy it, model it, because this here is the absolute perfect structure. It more or less follows the perfect webinar in many ways. And so we'll just scroll through here a little bit, but you're going to see it's a lot of text, and so you got to break it up with some graphics and some highlights and everything else to break it up. You got images and you got captions under the images, and we're just going to keep going down on the page here until we get finally down to what they're giving you essentially. And here in this part here, he's talking about all the different things he learned from Dan. and how he's implementing it in his business today, which is really what his training going forward with Dan is going to be, is about how Russell is using this day to day in his software business, his supplement businesses, everything else that he's doing out there, and book selling and all that. And we just keep going and going. And here we finally get down to what you get for free when you sign up. And like I said, if you cancel within 30 days, it actually is for real, for free. And so you get 2 newsletters. One is the No BS marketing letter from Dan Kennedy, and then you get Russell's behind the scenes, where again he's going to be talking about how he's implementing Dan's stuff in his business today. And then you have Russell's Funnelology, and you have Dan's Magnetic Marketing on Demand, which is some sort of an app where they're going to be streaming a lot of Dan's different trainings from over the years. A lot of the stuff you see stacked up next to me here. And then we got Dan did this thing years ago, and I remember getting this. Brass balls is what they called it. Somebody made a comment about him having brass balls, and he ran with it. That's pretty much how Dan came up with everything. He heard something and he just ran with it. And then you got .com Secrets Live here from Russell, Expert Secret Live. And then here you got the Renegade Millionaire Time Management System. Now, saying here $97, I guarantee you that back in the mid-2000s, I paid a lot more than that for any of Dan's stuff. I mean, minimum price on this was at least a couple $100. There was even one program that was an event that was supposed to sell, for most people paid $20,000 to be in it. I got some sort of special offer and only paid $10,000, but that was also the year where I was also in Peak Performers, which I think I got those CDs around here, or the, yeah, right here from one of the years is the CDs for Peak Performers right there. And I was in that for a couple of years, and $1,500 a month for that, plus $10,000 here, and another 10 or 20 there. And I had $60,000, I think it was about, in 2005 that I gave Dan for all the training. And Midas Touch Marketing, I haven't seen this one yet, so I'm not really quite sure what that is. Traffic Secrets Live. I've been kind of out of what we used to call back in the day Planet Dan after the real estate market crashed and ended up going bankrupt and everything in 2008. I was kind of out, so I was really in there hot and heavy for about 7-8 years in the early 2000s when I was still in the mortgage business. So you get all those things so far. And of course, as we're going through here, again, like I said, this is a long form sales letter. So as we're coming down, all kinds of different places, they're sprinkling in proof, putting in testimonials, Brian Tracy, Joe Polish, Dan Kern. Frank Kern was up higher, a whole bunch of other people. And then one of the other bonuses you get as we keep going down through here, we get the swipe file here as well, and the magnetic marketing book. But then they're also having an event in Florida day before Funnel Hacking Live next year, where it's going to be Russell and Dan on stage. I think it's a half-day event, and they're going to be talking about whatever Dan's going to talk about, I'm sure, is what the rules are. And so here's a breakdown of exactly everything you get. They're saying it's a $19,997 value. And so, like I said, this is pretty much follows the perfect webinar format. So now so what's the catch? We're going to go through that. Time is of the essence. So we're putting some scarcity in here. We're throwing in some guarantees. We got 3 guarantees. And then we get into what if it could only, and here's what to do next, et cetera, keeps going. More social proof, Yannick Silver, TJ Roletter, John Alanis, Joe Polish, Frank Kern, and we just keep going. And along the way, of course, you saw there's all kinds of places for the buttons. Like every single section here pretty much has that big green button in there, which you go in and you open, you put in your email address. Then we got some Q&As right here, some FAQs. And finally, we're at the bottom of the page. So let's do this. I'm going to put this in, and I'm going to put in my email address. And we'll click on Transform My Business Now. So we got finish signing up below so we can ship your most incredible free gift ever. So let me see here. Monthly membership, a huge saving of 20% discount on a yearly membership. You can go there. And let me see here. Where to ship everything, payment info, and magnetic marketing for a 95% discount. Let me see what we get when we go here. And then we got a bump at the end of the whole thing. So that is it for the sales letter. Like I said, if you don't do anything else, come in here, read the newsletter, read the sales letter, go through everything, check it out. It's worth it just to go in there and take a read. And again, no obligation. You sign up, and after you get the newsletter, if you say, I don't want it, I just want the free stuff, you can always cancel. No problem at all. So thank you for watching. If you got any questions, you know what to do.